Hello and welcome to Midday.com. I'm Anjali, and today with me is this really talented actor we have seen earlier in films like Gully Boy, Pink, and I'm talking about Vijay Varma. Vijay, welcome to Midday.com.
Hi, I'm very happy to be here.
Do you believe that if an actor is talented and he has already proven his talent through his work, still he does not get that kind of opportunity or work that his talent actually deserves?
See, the thing is, it is a bit of a patience game as well. Sometimes you will not get the opportunity when you think you should be getting it. But if you keep your head on your shoulder and you keep working hard, there comes a time when somebody will back you up. And that could be the turning point for your life. And which has happened to me a few times in my life. And my whole intention is I need the filmmakers to believe in me. And for that, I have to prove myself. And I have to prove myself all over again and again, which is something the biggest of the stars as well do. You know, um, right now, people want to be. I need to woo the audience. I need to woo the makers, uh, and that can only happen with the skill set that I have. I have certain amount of skill set. I don't have everything, so I'll use every bit of my resources to make sure that I create an impact that can generate me more work and get me to a position where I have choices which are far superior than the ones I have right now.
Right now, also a lot of people. Bollywood is looked at as a place where it does not back good talent, or it is always a struggle for talented people, and whole outsider struggle that the outsiders go through. How much do you believe in that? Do you, when you look at your struggles or when you look at your success, what do you have to say?
Uh, I think a lot of healing work has happened with success. I would be wrong if I didn't admit to the fact that I was very angry and frustrated at one point in life because I didn't meet the success or I didn't meet uh, the recognition that I felt I should be deserving. But with success, a lot of marampati has happened on the wounds. Uh, so that took care of a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. So I'm in a more content space than ever. I've been creating non-stop, which is great. I feel I have so much to give, which I'm able to. Uh, but it is going to be difficult for you because it's as simple as that. If you go to a new, say, a city, nobody's going to know you there. You'll have to create your own existence. So when I came to Bombay, I had to create my own existence, and I was ready to put in everything that I have and everything that is required to make my existence last, uh, which is a very old prehistoric territorial um evolution. So I don't look at it anymore as a struggle. I look at it more like a challenge right now. I've got inspiration from people like Irfan Khan Saab, who has gone on to prove that uh, with the right kind of attitude and talent, you can break through. He's the only man who would walk on New York Street and get chased after. So my heroes are somebody that drives me.
What do you think? What would you say that what really comes in the way of a very talented actor who has already proven himself in a couple of films and
Hmm.
a good opportunity or a big budget film or a film coming from a big production house? What is that? One thing or two things or whatever. The thing that the reason between the two.
Lack of resources is a big problem. Lack of knowledge is another big problem. I remember when I came from FTI, I knew everything about how to go about approaching a role. I didn't know atoms about what goes on behind the business. I didn't know that these stories that I read in the Bombay Times are all paid for. So that was a good shock for me, and I realized that that system is something that I had no idea about. So that education is very key, and that whoever has that education is also going to be running a race much ahead of you already, the starting point. And the resources. So it's going to be a hindrance for you, but you will learn. If you really want to learn, you will come around understanding stuff. You might not want to play that game as a your general fabric would be different from the others, and the idea is to stick to your own nature. Uh, so yeah, there are going to be some head starts that you have, but the thing is, the joy of earning everything on your own is unparalleled. It's so amazing when, for somebody who's been working in the films, to make myself just appear on the poster has been such a long journey for me. I remember it was half there in one poster, and then it was very little in some other poster. It came real prominently in one poster. Now I have poster. So, so it's going to be like you will have to take baby steps into finding your existence. The biggest battle was to let people know who this person is. They've seen they that guy from that film, to knowing who this person is, which is basically a privilege that that, that people from the film families have.
Okay, so it's not always about favoritism, or one a particular person liking another person and only giving him work. So it's not always only about that, which the whole world is talking right now, or just raising a point on. So
I really don't mind favoritism. I don't even mind nepotism. I feel like everything is going to be fair as long as the end product is going to be very, very satisfying. Because overall, when the films are good, then nobody complains. To be very honest, when we have really mediocre work coming out, and we can see the practices were very like contaminated to a level that it was just reeking of choices which were mediocre in the first place, then you are overall taking the whole the art form and the filmmaking down uh, to the level that we were laughed at internationally. So I feel like giving merit the first preference is going to be very good for the future of the films.
okay, talking about your the kind of roles and opportunities that come your way now. Uh, what do you see? How do you see them? That has it, your successes, have they changed the kind of mindset the filmmakers used to have earlier, or the perception they used to have earlier?
Yes, yes, I see a lot more acceptance and people with more welcoming tone. At the same time, people are really, although there is a very strong stereotype of playing negative parts, which keeps coming back to me, and they want to badly have me in their film to play the bad guy, and they really actively and crazily chase after me, the biggest of the people. Uh, but the struggle is to kind of let them reimagine me in more possibilities than what meets the eye. So that is the place where I am in right now. And fortunately for me, there are some stuff which are lined up. Yaara is going to be one of the changes for me, and there are more stuff lined up which will hopefully surprise the people, uh, and allow them to see me in a light that could be not restricting.
No, but in the past, have you ever lost on an opportunity? Means maybe you never knew the reason, but there was a good opportunity to work with some good favorite filmmaker, and you just lost it. That was frustrating.
Yeah, it happened on Sacred Games. I remember they had locked me for one of the parts, one of the significant parts, and then they changed their mind. Mode one is and Netflix and Mukesh and everybody gets zeroed out. Anurag was changing his mind last minute and he threw me out. Uh, that was one lost opportunity to work with Mukane Saab. And I think I tested for Love, Sex, or Dhoka when he was trying to launch New Kids, but Rajkumar got the part. And one of the first rejection I faced in Bombay, this is way back when they were trying to make Three Idiots with new boys, and I met Hirani Saab for that, but
Okay.
then they got really incredible, powerful actors and stars to feature in it. It was no longer a film of newcomers.
But anything about why you lost on Sacred Games? Because that was like, I think you would have fitted the bill quite
Anurag,
well.
So Anurag had his own opinions, and then we cleared the air. He cleared the air right then and there, and he has a pending project for me. Like he owes me one, is what he says. So when you talk to Anurag Kashyap next, tell him where is that Vijay Varma film that you deserve,
Sure,
that you snatched away from.
okay. So thank you, Vijay, for all your time, and it was really nice talking to you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.